Hey guys, your man Kudos here. I'm doing a voiceover on this because I don't know why, but my quality, I don't know the audio. I don't know the microphone just wasn't there for this video. The next after I don't know, but for the final race, I won't have to do a voiceover. But as you can see there, I had a problem with getting the car started. Like they started it before, but it died right they before they started the pace lap. So I tried to pull a cord myself. It turned on, but it shut right back off. Then that guy, he started it, and here we are. But right now I'm noticing that yeah, there's no power in the cart. That's why I threw my hand up. Like wow, like this cart is just pretty bad basically. So I'm still struggling to catch up with everyone. Mind you, they're obviously not going to full speed. It's a pace lap. And so right now I was debating whether I should just take the pit now or just wait till it starts, try to give it a chance. Maybe it can, switch on or whatever. But yeah, I can, barely catch up to them. And as they started, everyone else just takes off, and I'm just, clearly, visibly, just a little agitated. Like, my luck with these carts this entire season is just kind of, on the bad side. But not gonna lie, of course, there were times when I had some decent carts and good carts, in fact. But right now it's just, I'm just kind of weighing it out that this is, the final race from the final race for that day for the last two races I had. But because yeah, we weren't able to do that race because of the rain. So we did two races, but on that final race, it started raining. So here we are recreating that race. But yeah, I decided to take it into the pit on the first lap. So I'm like, I'm already last place. I might as well see if I can at least have more time to unlap myself. So here we are going into this new cart, in which the power was better. It's just way better, of course. But I was actually able to hang with him. But I felt like maybe it was just a little slightly less powerful as much as everyone else's. But then again, it could have just been me, But not saying I am the world's perfect driver, because obviously I'm not. I'd be doing better. But no. Yeah, so we are a lap behind, even though we are still, with the pack. So I would have to literally pass up everyone and come back around, then pass them again to, actually hold a decent position. But no, we're in last place right now for the moment. But after the race, they had a guy that said his wheel came off. Not like it actually rolled off the cart and was just gone, but I think it came off of I don't know. I don't know what you connect the wheel with, but whatever connects the wheel, he said it basically came off, and it was just basically like shaking back and forth while he was going back into the pits. But surprisingly, at the end, I did not get last place, even though I was a lap down from everyone. I got second to last, so better than last, I guess, because he did unfortunately get that DNF. I guess he just decided not to switch carts and carry on, but it happens. NOLA Motorsport is never repping that they have the best carts, so but this is with obviously any motorsports park or any just track. If you're ever just doing rentals, of course, it's always a gamble. Like, carts are always just going to be better than some other carts. It's just how it is with rentals. So as you see, we make the pass here. I'm just really focusing on. Hold on, he's actually fighting for it. I actually forgot about this part, but it doesn't really matter if he tries to fight me or not, because I'm still technically behind him. So he might not know that, though. He might think I'm actually fighting for a position, but I'm not. I'm just trying to unlap myself. So I don't know. As of right now, this cart is a lot better than the other. Still not the best cart on the track right now, but it is just better. It's a decent cart. That was cart number 40, but by the time that this video gets out here, probably a couple days later, I don't know who's to say where that cart's gonna be at. I don't know. The carts change a lot, whether they get repaired or just broken. It just happens. But oh, right here, as you can see, my knee is up pretty high. That's because for some reason the brake pedal, my bad, it's higher than the gas, so I have to like put my foot under the brake pedal, which that is, it sounds like a bad idea, but I'm just really uncomfortable. Like my knee starts hitting my wrist, so I can't really turn the cart all the way to the left. So in which I really don't have to hit my brakes on this track unless if I'm trying to get around someone. But no, since I don't really need it, I'm not gonna use it. So I put my foot under the brake, excuse me, to get a better feel for the car. Better, comfort, feel more comfortable. But yeah, we're just kind of pacing behind this guy, and we're just gonna keep pretty much keep here, trying to unlap ourselves, even though that wish will not be fulfilled. But so yeah, we're just kind of cruising right now, trying to see what I can possibly do better than him to make some smaller times. In which at the end, I'm not gonna actually spoil like the time frame or whatever. It's not like I remember anyway. But I do know, like, when it came to like the best laps and stuff, I did not get the best lap. And that's not a shocker. But I actually was like, there were only like 6 of us. I think my best lap was in the middle. I think I was like 3rd for best lap. 4th, 3rd. I think I was 3rd for best lap, even though I was in P5. But whatever. So that was. It seems like my pace was there, just kind of unlucky. But yeah. And P1, actually, I think I kind of will spoil this. He was the only one to get the 29s. Everybody else for this race, we all got like 30s. So we were all basically around each other. So that was cool. So I mean, everyone pretty much had like similar carts at this rate, like where we are right now on the track. It was pretty similar, somewhat. But no, it's just unfortunately I couldn't start with this cart. If I would have started with it, I don't think I would have had P5, maybe 3. Just being kind of honest. But nah, it was cool. I had a decent time with this race, even though from the beginning it was a unfortunate start. But I don't know. I was like at that point, like when you just know it's a bad start, and it's like you're not gonna have enough time to really make up for anything. You just gotta have fun with the race, I guess. But I don't know. So I don't really think too much happens after this point, because for some reason, for me, every time I like complete a race, I forget most, if not all of it. The only probably thing I will remember of a race is if like something big happens, like somebody crashes or something. That's like the only thing I'll remember. So I'm kind of just watching this for the first time with you guys, because I don't know, like the entire time when I'm in that race, I'm just kind of in the moment. I'm not really focusing on anything else, pretty much. Not really trying to remember whatever, just trying to make that the best the moment I can. Pretty much how it goes for me. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty much talking throughout the video on the microphone, but again, unfortunately, I don't know what happened with the microphone, but it just wasn't, I don't know if it just wasn't plugged in or what was going on. So all you hear is just pretty much go-kart and wind. So I'm pretty sure you could hear in the background anyway. But nah, this is the 15-minute race. As I said, it was last week we had our race, but the final race got canceled for everyone because of the rain. It started raining again, like pretty bad. But as soon as they canceled the final race, it stopped raining, which I figured it was gonna do that because that's just how the weather goes here. But no, it was cool that I guess we got to get back on a dry track, but it would have kind of been interesting to see how that last one would have played out. And then today I would not have to make 5 videos. So, but whatever. I'm just glad we're actually able to get out there and race this time with no complications, except for carts. But no, all jokes aside, I think I am slowly catching up to this guy in front of me. Very, very slowly. Yeah, I am somewhat closing in the gap. I don't know if maybe he just started getting bored and just not really paying attention and started messing with the lines. Because that's how it is. Like, if you're, like, in front of people and it's like you see a big gap, you're not too worried. You kind of get comfortable. And so, when you get comfortable, you start making mistakes. So that might have happened. Or unless if he was getting tired, I'm not really too sure. But it happens. Not gonna lie, it happens. Kind of running out of things with to say here. I haven't been doing voiceovers in a while. But no, we messed that turn up. We lose them. But we do take turn one a little bit better. Still a little, just closing that gap a little bit, but he's still a good distance away. I'll still definitely have to fight, but for some reason, I didn't really know too many good lines on this track. I'm just kind of going. As you see, we turned into early and we started losing them. I don't know why, but like this is the 28 track. I think I was just overthinking it this entire day. I don't know, but I could not find like a good line for really any of the races. And so we get passed by him, even though we were never really in front of him anyway. But we get past. We're doing pretty bad as far as keeping our lines. There were no real like I had no like real rules to my lines. Like back then, like talking years ago, I might have like remembered my lines. I would actually go back and watch my videos. I don't know why, but recently I just haven't been doing that. I really haven't been studying. And so it shows. It's like you see them just leaving me behind, and I'm just watching them to attack and defend. But I don't know. At this point, I'm just, as I said, I already knew what my position was gonna be. Kind of assumed I would be last place, but I was not. So I'm just kind of pretty much just driving at this point. Like just trying to probably like set a good lap time. I'm really just looking for the line to see exactly what I can do. But then again, after this race, they're actually gonna change the layout, and it's, if I'm not mistaken, that was probably the second. So the second week, whatever that layout was, is what we are going to be going back to for these last races. So we got another practice, a race, and the final race. The 15-minute race is the final. But as you see, we have made that pass on him. Not really sure what happened to the other guy. Kind of late with saying this, but not really sure what happened to that guy. He kind of just stayed out wide, and I just, zoomed past. But I don't know if he just kind of gave up or just, I don't know. But it's not like he really had to defend from me anyway, because even though I'm in front of him, I'm still behind him. So none of that really mattered. I'm just, as I said, I'm just driving. Nothing is really going on too much. The only thing that's probably going on in my head is, dang, I wish I really could have started out with a better cart. But no, I'm just chilling, cruising, trying to see if I could possibly close in that margin between me and the guy in front of me. But yeah, he's back in the fight. He tries to overtake me, but I believe he's not successful with it because I got this inside, so he has to come back around behind me. And so I go wide, he goes wide with me. He's not really attacking here, but it's just best for him to not attack me at all. And I'm not really trying to attack him because it doesn't matter. I'm not fighting for a position. But I think this is that race that we're kind of like battling for a while. I think this is the one, because I got another race where I was battling and it was pretty good. I think it was that second to last race that I'm gonna be posting, or the final. No, I know for sure that final race is a really good battle. There's like, I'm not gonna spoil exactly what position we're in, but just letting you guys know, it was like 3 of us. But so I got another battle of, yeah, it was that race and the second to last race. There it is. But I'm not gonna spoil too much of what's gonna be happening in those races. But it was a pretty nice race. I'm not gonna say about any positions or whatever, but it was a pretty nice race. But yeah. So as you see, there's 2 people in front of me. I'm not really sure what happened there. I don't know why there's another person in front of that person, but he's holding the white flag. So I'm assuming at this point, like, it should be coming up to like the end of the race, because you can see when the marshals, they just start picking up the flags or whatever, they do some extra movement, and it's like, all right, hold on now, what's going on? And so I feel like that's kind of like a universal warning. It's like, all right, bro, it's almost the end of the race. We got to kind of do something. But I closed in the gap on this guy. I think he just lets me by. Yeah, he just lets me by. I don't know if he was. I think he was probably having cart trouble or whatever. Or he figured he might have been a back marker, even though I was the back marker. He just lets me by, and that was very nice of him. He saw me wave and giving appreciation to that because that was nice of him. But yeah, it still, of course, doesn't matter. At this point, I basically just unlapped myself. But I'm still 30 seconds behind him. I unlapped myself with that guy. But yeah, there goes the white flag. It is the final lap. It doesn't matter anyway because, as you see, I just unlapped myself with one person. So, no, whatever position I'm in is just going to be that way. So out of 6 of us, I will be finishing this race in P5. Unfortunate start, of course, but what can you do about it except drive? So you do what you do, you get what you get, and that's pretty much it. And for that final lap, he makes the pass on me. I forgot about that. He did make the pass on me for that checkered. Unfortunately, it did not. I give him the thumbs up, fist bump, because we were kind of going at it for a while. But unfortunately, it wasn't for position. Like, it would have been cooler, but either way it goes, it was still very cool. It was cool to see that. For that final turn, he makes the pass on me. That was great. I couldn't, do anything but show appreciation for that. I didn't, not appreciation, but like, it was cool. It was something cool to be part of. I don't get too many battles, but that one was a pretty good one. He was trying for a while. He was actually behind me. I didn't mention it, but he actually was, because I didn't mention it because I kind of forgot. I'm not gonna lie, as I said, I kind of forget these races. But I do hope you guys enjoy this video. Stay tuned for more. Peace out.